In a moment that shocked both studio viewers and audiences across the country, George Stephanopoulos found himself at the center of a fiery live confrontation with Meghan Markle during her much-anticipated appearance on Good Morning America. What was meant to be a calm, informative interview to promote one of her recent humanitarian projects quickly turned tense when Stephanopoulos deviated from the script and began pressing Meghan on several unresolved controversies surrounding her and Prince Harry. It all started with a simple question about the couple's ongoing relationship with the royal family, but that quickly spiraled into something far more combative. With a slight change in tone, Stephanopoulos began questioning Meghan about the fallout from their 2021 Oprah interview, referencing how critics viewed it as a one-sided attack on the monarchy. Meghan, visibly surprised by the turn, attempted to keep her composure, insisting that everything she shared in the past was her truth and that the intention was never to harm anyone. But Stephanopoulos, in what some are calling one of his boldest interview moments, didn't back down. He then brought up the ongoing rift between Prince Harry and his brother Prince William, as well as the growing public criticism toward the couple's high-profile deals with Netflix and Spotify projects that some argue contradict their calls for privacy. Meghan tried to deflect, calling the commentary unfair and rooted in public misunderstanding, but Stephanopoulos interrupted, asking bluntly, "Is it really unfair, or are people simply tired of the contradictions?" The question stunned the studio. Meghan paused, clearly trying to compose herself, but it was obvious the tone of the interview had shifted from professional to personal. Her expression tightened, and her answers grew shorter. When Stephanopoulos referenced the Sussex's Archewell Foundation and asked for clarity on how much of its proceeds go directly to charitable efforts versus branding initiatives, Meghan's discomfort was palpable. She responded sharply, calling the line of questioning deeply inappropriate given the nature of her appearance. Stephanopoulos didn't apologize. Instead, he countered with a calm but cutting remark, "Transparency is something you've asked from others. Shouldn't the same apply to you?" That line hit hard. Meghan visibly stiffened, and for a brief moment, it appeared she might walk off the set. The tension was thick, and the hosts around them looked visibly uneasy as the interview wrapped up far earlier than expected. Meghan offered a terse thank you and exited without the usual post-interview pleasantries. Almost immediately, the clip went viral, with social media exploding into debate. Some praised Stephanopoulos for asking questions many journalists have avoided for fear of backlash, calling it a rare moment of accountability. Others criticized the exchange as a calculated ambush meant to publicly shame Meghan during what was intended to be a positive media appearance. Hashtags like #Meghan vs. George and #GMA blowup trended worldwide. For Meghan Markle, the confrontation marked yet another chapter in her ongoing battle with the press, privacy, and public scrutiny. For George Stephanopoulos, it was a career-defining moment, one that many argue redefined the limits of morning television journalism. Either way, it was a live moment no one saw coming and no one will forget.